Okay, so I like tablets, and iPad reigns supreme. But if you check out my channel, you'll see that Android's been, I guess you could say, spicing things up a little bit. And we've had some stuff from Lenovo, Xiaomi, all these companies are putting out Android tablets, not only to compete, but they are whittling away at the iPad's dominance. So, what do we have for you today? Check it out. Okay, so you've probably seen this a million times. I have to move some of this stuff out of the way, but another tablet has entered the ring for dominance, and it may or may not, but it is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra. This is the 8 gig, 128 gig version. It's the lowest model, starting at, I want to say, $1099. But before we get into it, let's just look around the box a little bit. Now, it's already been opened just to make sure the contents were there, but it also came with some other accessories too. But your basic stuff here contains a Tab S8 Ultra. Comes with the S Pen, data link cable, quick start guide, and Samsung's terms and conditions. Besides that, it's just some serial number information and some generic branding around the side. But you've seen this a million times all over the internet. This is my unique take on it. For me, a tablet has to have some productivity value. One thing I didn't like about the Lenovo Tab P12 Tab Pro is that while it was a great tablet on paper, the keyboard was sold separately, and it was actually never sold. So I didn't like that. The Xiaomi Mi Pad 5 Pro, it's a perfect size, but again, not being an American tablet and me living here in the US, it's been very difficult to find the keyboard without going to AliExpress or eBay and paying a premium. This one comes with a pen, and at the time of this recording, they were giving out the keyboard, which was backlit, for free. So for me, productivity is key. With the keyboard, I can do some video editing, and again, Samsung announced at their release date that they were working with LumaFusion, which used to be an iPad exclusive for video editing, should be coming to Galaxy Tab. But if you're more in the know, it will be available for most Android devices as well as Chrome OS in the near future. So what is this thing? It's a Tab S8 Ultra with a 14.6 inch screen. That's 1848 by 2960 pixels. It's got a rear 13 megapixel camera. I mean, it's a beast. It's got everything you could think of, plus 120 hertz refresh rate on the screen, HDR10 plus, Gorilla Glass 5. It comes with Android 12 out of the box with One UI 4.0. It's got the new Snapdragon Gen 8 Gen 1, which is interesting because the previous iteration of the Tab was the Tab S7, and the Tab S7 came in the bigger version, the smaller version, but it was the Snapdragon 865 Plus. So they never made one last year. So it's been a few years since they refreshed it. So hopefully this is a significant change. So again, they come in 8 gig RAM, 12 gig of RAM, and 16 gigs of RAM. But they each also include, they go from 120 gigs of storage to 256 to 512. Like I said, there's dual cameras on the back, a 13 megapixel wide and a 6 megapixel ultra wide. And then on the front, there's two cameras, 12 megapixel and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. From what I understand, they're fantastic for pictures and for video. But interestingly enough, it says here, at least from my reading here, that it does 4K, 30, and 60 on both the front and back. So that's interesting. It's got 4 speakers, tuned by AKG, which is Samsung's in-house audio brand, I guess you could call it. Besides that, it's got an under the screen fingerprint scanner, similar to what they have in their phones, but it's optical instead of what they use in their phones currently. I'm hoping, like the past devices, once you use the keyboard with this, it automatically goes into Samsung DeX. If you're not familiar, Samsung DeX treats your tablet kind of like a laptop, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. It allows you to resize windows, do floating windows, and all that stuff. So let's just stop talking, right, and get to the meat. So like I said, this has been open, so we're gonna pop it up here, see what we got. So the first thing you'll see here is a little the tablet, and you can see how massive this thing is, and it tells you right here where to put the pen. So we'll get this open right here and then pull it out, and there's the massive screen. I'm gonna sit over here on some soft cushioning Here's your included S Pen, and I'm going to assume it's got a tip installed, but it also comes with some extras. In here we've got what looks like your charging cable and or data cable, what is what they call it. And then this is your SIM ejection tool, which on this I believe is for your SD card slot. Let's see if that actually has an SD card slot on it. Not seeing one on here, so it's interesting that they, oh, there it is, I see it. We can pop this open. I can see here, guys, sorry about that. Oh, that's a little hard getting out there. So yes, it does come with a micro SD card slot for expansion, which is nice. So if you do get the lower model, you can always increase with a micro SD. And then I think I'm not seeing any pen tips. Nope, no extra pen tips in this one. They did in the past, but maybe not this year. Okay, so this is the tablet. I'll go ahead and fire it up, see if it even turns on. Hopefully it does. Okay, and while that's firing up, there's accessories that come with it. And this is what I was talking about. They had a pre-order deal where if you pre-ordered it, you comes with a book cover keyboard. This book cover is interesting, is that like the iPad Pro, it's covers the front and the back. There, that is. Turn it on right there. We'll put it off to the side. Get this out of the way. Sorry guys, but this thing being so massive. There we go. We've got some information. Here's the back. So what's interesting about the back is it's all magnetic, and it has a place to cover your pen, so you can, I'll just go ahead and slap it. So here's the back, and the pen goes one way only, I believe, like that. I guess you could tell from the front, it usually lights up, it tells you that. And then this, get the screen, snaps on and kind of holds your pen in place when it's lined up right, and you can kind of protect your pen like that. And then when you want to use it, you can just pull it down and yank it right out of there. So that's one nice thing about the case, is that it kind of protects your pen from falling off, because while it is magnetic, it's not the greatest of all magnetic strength. And then we got the keyboard. And this is the interesting part. So you got the keyboard here, as you can see. And I'm going to try to attempt to hook us all up on the camera here. I'm going to yeet that all out of the way here. And then this, as you guys can see, snaps on magnetically. Then you can pull out the back and it sits up. The keyboard supposedly is backlit, and it's hard to see. I don't know if I can be able to do it here, but the keyboard is backlit, and I have no way to show you that. But by going like this, I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. It does backlight, which is nice. Screen is ultra, clean, smooth. Like I said, you can always, and it snaps, closes, and you got the bottom, back, and all sides, mostly covered except for this. So that it comes into a very large, very beautiful tablet. So that's a quick unboxing of the keyboard accessory and the Tab Ace S8 Ultra. I know it's quick. You guys have seen this before. So my take is, I'm going to play with this thing. I'm hoping it's going to be a monster for productivity. I'm going to try to even maybe edit some videos, maybe even this video on this device before kicking it out to YouTube. But leave some comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to know. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.